with a cat that needed some major medical, and they were able to help them. My organization has helped, a dog that was really injured very bad hit by a car when it was lost. But that's what we do. We do the injured pets when they're lost. That's where our donations go towards. But I also get those calls now that Fairy Tale Endings is gone for, help for anything. Right. So I was glad that SRQ or the lead SRQ people were able to help in that case. It just shows you that, we are here in our different ways that we help people for different purposes, or whatever you want to say. That the help is there. Hopefully it's there, and it appears that it is. I love these stories, Rick, and that is really cool that one dog is going to be part of that.
Yeah. We were very excited about that. And two of the other things that we're in the process of right now, our clinic expansion of services. We're going to be getting involved in dermatology, so we're not just going to be prescribing steroid-based medicines to help with a skin condition. We're going to start doing some background work in dermatology, and we're going to be able to identify what's causing this and be able to create vaccines in-house. To be able to treat these animals, not using steroid-based medications, which we all know is not the healthiest thing over a long period of time. And we're also going to be doing basic orthopedic surgery and orthopedic repairs for simple breaks and things like that. In the past, if a dog had a broken leg and the family was, low income, middle income, it meant that the leg was amputated, not fixed, because of the cost. So we want to get involved in providing that low to moderate cost orthopedic surgery for animals with simple fractures. So that's what we're moving into and planning right now. So, that'll be good for the future as well for our animal population.
Sounds like you need a bigger building.
Well, we just bought the half-acre piece of property right next to our veterinary clinic. I closed on that April 10th, and there are 2 buildings there, 6,000 square foot of building square footage, and it adds 30% to our building square footage on our campus and 30% to our land. So really, this purchase can really set us up for being here for the community for the next 20 years. So I am ecstatic and excited about it. And one of my plans for one of the buildings in the future, not now, but in the near future, to build it's going to be the Humane Society of Manatee County Animal Welfare Education Center, and it'll be made available to any animal welfare group, any law enforcement agency who is doing programs and learnings on animal welfare, animal cruelty, anything to help the animal community. This classroom will be made available at no charge to those groups to do that.
That's nice.
Kind of really excited about that as well.
Yeah, that's really good. That's needed. It's definitely needed, yeah.
Yes.
So what else regarding this COVID, Rick? The effects it's having on our community. I mean, as bad as it is, it sounds positive. If I could say it that way, I guess. I mean, we can only hope that other communities across the country are doing things like you're doing in our other shelters and community welfare organizations are doing, because it's a tough time right now. So for people, I guess part of this would be to let people know that, don't give up. There's help out there. You might have to make some phone calls and find it, but just because your shelter's closed, keep checking, keep asking people. Don't be embarrassed. It's a tough time right now that people are going through with job loss and other situations, being sick and or helping a family member that's sick. So don't be afraid to ask for help.
Yeah, and people who want to help, at a time like this, the best recommendation I can give is pick 1, pick 2, pick 3, pick whatever number of animal organizations, shelters. Reach out to them and ask them specifically, what do you need? What do you need? Because the needs are so varied right now, and because resources are limited, that is the absolute best thing to do, is to just reach out and say, what can I do to help? And it might be volunteer, it could be a monetary donation, it could be a donation of food, but just this is the time to reach out and say, hey, by the way, thanks for taking care of the animals. What do you need? What can we do for you?
Right. Yeah, and one of the things that I learned in talking with Bridget too was to be nice to the animal welfare organizations on top of everything. You know, it's a stressful time, and they're not all working full staff. And so people are taking on more than they're normally doing, and it's stressful for everyone. Yep. So just be nice, be kind, be understanding, and be helpful.
Be patient.
Exactly.
Be patient.
Yeah.
And we actually, because I get those calls when people aren't happy. Remarkably, they end up on my voicemail or in my email. And I will tell you that the overwhelming majority of everybody that I've dealt with over the last 4 months of this pandemic have been incredibly understanding, patient, and good. It's really been amazing, because I know people are stressed. I know people are frustrated. I know people are angry. But we've been very, very lucky in our dealings with everyone, and everybody's been so cooperative. You know, we have the Angel Fund at the clinic, which helps animals in low-income families who need medical care that can't afford it. We also have an animal cruelty fund for those animals that have been part of an animal cruelty case or neglect case. Both of those funds have been getting donations throughout the entire 4 months. With as difficult as a time this is for everybody, people are still writing checks, going online, and making donations to help the animals. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Well, we saw how great our community was during the Giving Challenge. You know, I mean, it amazed everyone, because none of us knew what to expect, and we were all just unbelievably thankful and blessed by our community.
Yes, totally agree.
Yeah.
That was a remarkable 24 hours, to say the least.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it sure was. So we're getting down short on time now, Rick. So what would you like to add? What would you like to add at the end here? Just, I don't know, a tip, a request, anything that you think is important for people listening to know right now.
Well, I think, again, I'm going to repeat myself on this and say this again. If people can help, if they're in a position to help, reach out to one or two animal organizations that you support and just very simply ask, what can I do to help you? That's the best thing people can do right now. You know, some people were very adversely economically impacted by this, and some people weren't. And those that weren't, they're stepping up. And again, just reach out, because every animal welfare organization in our community needs help right now, for sure. So just ask them what they need. That's the best thing you can do. Right.
Yeah, that's good. And I'm glad you were able to say that to people, because I know so many people do want to help, and there are people that are able to, and so that's really good that they should ask, just reach out and ask. Yeah.
Yes.
And for those that need help, like I said, don't be afraid to ask for it, because it's there. You just might have to look for it, but don't be afraid to ask for it.
I'll tell you another real nice thing that happened. We've had several people who've reached out to me and say, look, I received the stimulus check from the government, and I don't really need it. I'm going to donate half to you and half to somebody else to support your pet food pantry, to support your Angel Fund. That happened on several occasions with people who weren't financially impacted adversely or devastated financially, and actually reaching out and saying, I got this check from the government, and quite honestly, I really don't need it, and we want to give it to you.
That's great.
Just amazing. Yeah, amazing.
That's great. Well, Rick, I want to thank you again for being with us today and sharing all this information. I love the Humane Society. You're always great.
Thank you, Patty.
Great for us.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, I appreciate the opportunity that you give me on occasion to do this. I really do.
Yeah. All right, everybody. So it's time to say goodbye. So I want everyone to remember that a lost pet can't tell anyone where it lives. So please be sure they are microchipped and wearing their ID tags. And if they are chipped, be sure that that microchip is registered and up to date. Thanks for joining us today. And until next time, take care and keep your pets safe.